Welcome to Be Confidently Wrong, the best video game music tournament, 5th edition. So here we are tonight once again to judge and review music from video games, specifically tracks that have already appeared in our regular game show of the same title. I am Madhog, by the way, hello. I am joined by Devarar Kvaron.
Hello.
I almost blanked on your name. Danton Stormkeeper.
Yes, that is me, Danton Stormkeeper. Nobody else. Don't look too deeply into it, my government.
Cough. Norman Reedus. Wow, what an honor. I liked you in insert film with Norman Reedus here. Icipal, you're also here.
Yes, I am. Please hold back the applause.
Oh wait, we have sound effects for that.
I can see the clapping emojis appearing on screen.
Golf clap,
Yeah.
golf clap.
I never noticed the emoji before now. That's lovely. Anyway, thank you. Last but not least, we have hedonistic actor, aka Matimali, also known as Gabriel Medicus on twitch.tv.gabrielmedicus/Matimali/actor Finland.gov.
It's not that long, but I understand the sentiment.
Matti will be our disc jockey for tonight. That is, he will play the game to facilitate our interaction with it. So, Matti, if you please, let us begin the game.
So the
Hey,
What?
Mr. DJ.
What marvelous pieces of music shall we encounter tonight? Well then. Yes, this is immediately an interesting pairing, wouldn't you say?
It is an interesting pairing, I would say.
Why don't we start with the one on the left, the main theme from Danganronpa 2, composed by Masafumi Takada.
Okay.
That is your cue, Matti. Okay, so personally, I think this is the best Danganronpa opening. Don't come at me. And now we can hear the other one, which is the opening theme music from Solatorobo and then to Coda.
Thank you. 背けた顔揺れる涙風が渡るこの空は君を包むよいつの日も聞こえてくる風の音は寂しそうに歌ってる心の扉開く鍵を今この手につかみたいさよならになるさよならさよならさよならになるさ遥か遠く瞬く星幾千の輝くよ君のために
Okay, boys. We do get the idea, I believe. So now we have to decide. I have to say, I don't think we mentioned this before, but the soundtrack for the Solato Robo game and also the Fuga series is usually handled by the group known as Lien, as you can see there in the credits. One half of Lien is
Chikayo Fukuda.
Chikayo Fukuda. Some of you might recognize that name because it is the person who composed the soundtrack for the Dot Hack series. So that might explain a few things. And the second person is the singer. The end credits song that we used in the first ever tournament that we did, Rikoda, handled by the same people, of course, and naturally, so did Flower on the Trails. In fact, you might have recognized that one small sample that was reused in Flower on the Trails right at the beginning. That's it. That child's sample there, that was reused in Flower on the Trails. I'm sure you might have noticed that by now.
Yep.
It makes for a fine, subtle musical continuity between the various games in the Little Tail Bronx series. All these games have a musical reference in the title, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. I mean, it was Tail Concerto, the first one. The
I knew that
Japanese
one.
title, yes, the Japanese title of Sotorobo has Coda in the title, and then there's Fuga. So there you go. Now, what's there to be said about Danganronpa 2, Danganronpa in general, and even more broadly, the musical stylings of Masafumi Takada, the guy who also made music for the No More Heroes series? He has quite a pedigree in eclectic, energetic, funky and/or groovy and/or eccentric music. The main theme in Danganronpa, all main themes in Danganronpa, have a very addicting hook to them. The part that goes dun ding dun ding dun dun ding dun ding dun ding dun dun ding. Every time I hear it, I want to bust out in dance. I don't know if that feeling is shared with the class, but that's how I feel about it. But how do you feel about these tracks? Let's start with you, Dabar.
Right, so Danganronpa's 2 main theme, lots of character, gotta like that energy. But I'm definitely going with Solo to Robo for my vote, because it is just absolutely enchanting, the music, really beautiful. And
Really?
Yes,
You-
I know.
No.
Yes, I know. Surprising, isn't it?
The choir at the beginning? No, I cannot believe that you would like that.
It's not just the choir. It's basically like it just sounds very enchanting, and plus the lovely lady who sings the song with
I remember your reaction to hearing Recoda back in the day.
Oh gosh, I couldn't help it. I was felt very tearful.
Understandable. So that's one vote for and then to Coda. Dantan, what do you think?
Well, Saltaroba, it's very pretty and very nice. I do also appreciate the musical nods, as you put it, and the continuity of the child. But that's like meta knowledge, essentially.
We're not playing D&D, you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, unless you're a super big fan of their general games, then
Guilty.
you're not going to probably realize that. Danganronpa 2 is also, I feel it's got a very catchy beat to it. You could probably, it's got this sort of like high pumping, groovy sort of beat in it. Once you get, your heart racing,
I know.
as you get into the game. So it's a hard choice, but my vote is Danganronpa 2.
All right. Matti.
Yeah, hold on. Let me remind myself of this track more. Okay. Yeah, they are indeed both very strong tracks, and they have both go for very different moods. Though, as personally, I do prefer the Solatrobos more classical-like sound, and it kind of
Oh,
does
really?
and yeah, kind of does a better job at conveying, because both are the first thing you hear about the game, and I think it does a better job at conveying what is to be expected from this digital experience.
I'm curious, what would you expect from this digital experience based on the first few notes?
A grand epic adventure with here, and Danganronpa 2, it's some sort of an urban action stuff, but...
Okay, well, I guess by this logic, Danganronpa does not win this round. Okay, Matti, your vote goes to, and then to Coda. Noted. Aisipal.
My vote goes to, and then to Coda as well, because as said before, these are both very good tracks, and I really like the energy of Danganronpa 2's main theme, but just the calm solidarity of then to Coda, it just hits me more. And
Okay, fair enough.
these both feel like they are leading you to a very different kind of adventures, but whereas Danganronpa 2 just grabs you by the door and pulls you in, and then to Coda takes your hand and gently leads you to it.
Yes, well, depending on how you view it, it gently leads you down the precipice. Because we are flying robots and there's gravity to consider, you know? No? Okay, never mind.
That's a
Wow.
stretch, and you know it.
Well, no, it's just that I know the game. So, once again, meta-knowledge, as Danton put it, for some reason.
This isn't D&D, you know.
Oh, no! Oh, no. But also, can I say, wow, what a shock and surprise. The one track that has elements that everyone in this chat likes is winning the first round. I would have never seen that coming.
Never seen that coming.
Hold on, Matti. I haven't given my vote. I'm also voting here. There's five of us.
I was about to ask, what would you have voted for?
Well, I mean, Tukoda as one. already, so I might as
I
well
know.
just give my vote to Danganronpa 2 just to show solidarity to Masafumi Takada, who clearly wanted his track to win our massive tournament.
Are you going to tell him that it did it, that he's going to be very depressed and sad?
I'm calling him right now. Beep, 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 boop, beep, ding, ding, ding. That's my phone. Ding. Oh, Masafumi, Takada-san. Hi, Masafumi, my man, my guy. Listen, your track didn't win. No, okay, hold on. Calm down. No, what are you doing? Stop! It's fine.
I lost to a furry game?
No, he's taking it quite well, all things considered. Okay, let's move on with our first winner. Advances to the quarterfinals.
And this one, yes.
Yes, this one, the big choose button.
Okay.
So now we have a the Adventure Games round, baby.
Oh, what an interesting
Interesting.
matchup.
Indeed, indubitably.
Yeah, this one.
The nostalgia will be strong with this one for some of us, I would wager.
You don't say.
I don't think I am saying anything controversial here. This is not the hottest take in the universe. When I say that the Curse of Monkey Island specific rendition of the Monkey Island theme is the best one.
What? No.
I
How
think
could you
I'm
say
pretty
How could you say
confident
something so brave yet so true?
that's not how it goes, but thank you. Yeah, I know I am brave and I know I am true. This is absolutely the best version of the theme, hands down. The ukulele-like instruments just add to the tropical vibes of it. It is an immortal theme for a reason. Our generation, me, Dantan, Devar, perhaps even Matti, I don't know about Icipal, we've been loving this theme since we were small toddlers.
I've never played these games.
Forever stuck in our brains, never to let go, throttling our craniums to this very day. What can I even say about the legendary Monkey Island theme? It is a bop and a half. You will listen to it once, and it will stay with you for all of your life. Let's not mince words here.
I wasn't a toddler when I first heard it, but I was around 7.
Basically a toddler, so was I.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Really? Well, what do you think? Actually, no, do not tell me what do you think yet. We have to listen to the main theme from Gabriel Knight 3. Beautiful. So Robert Holmes has been the long-standing composer for the Gabriel Knight games. This is the version of the Gabriel Knight theme that is, again, from Gabriel Knight 3. The initial version of the theme was used in the first game, but the second game in the series took a wild stab at full-motion video games with live-action actors and all that. And the music was completely different. It was a Wagner-style epic. It was about a few things. And it was about that very specific area of Central Europe in tone and culture and aesthetics.
Right.
So the third game is a return to form, at least in terms of its music. And I think this is the perfect round, really, for these two, because they are both renditions of well-known themes and possibly the best versions thereof. And I want to appreciate these particular works of music individually, but we still have to vote someone out. So what's it going to be? Rose-tinted glasses or not? Devar?
Also, I do want to say that I think it's funny that these two pieces of music are against each other, especially since they're both from number threes, essentially.
Yes, this, honestly, I did not plan this. This combination couldn't possibly be more appropriate.
Yeah, so I find that kind of funny. But, so Gabriel Knight's music is beautiful, yes. It's really lovely, and it probably would have won another round, but it's Curse of Monkey Island's version of the Monkey Island theme, and it's like, it just feels like a swashbuckling adventure, like like I would expect. Meanwhile,
it feels okay. Like I said, it feels like coming back home after a long time. That's nostalgia.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gabriel Knight 3 just in its tone is like beautiful. Yes, as I said before, if I feel like I'm ready for the adventure, while Gabriel Knight does not make me feel like it's getting ready for adventure.
No, it's getting ready for a murder mystery.
Oh, that's even worse then. It doesn't even sound like a murder mystery.
With supernatural elements.
I didn't get any of that.
Are you kidding me? The direct contrast between the digital instruments that welcome you into the Gabriel Knight's world and then the switch to acoustic guitar and classic piano to convey that feeling of discordancy. The supernatural and the mundane meet together in the middle to create a weird, bloody mystery. I think this is a very well composed, very elegant theme, in my opinion. And you know what? I'm going to give my vote to Gabriel Knight 3, actually. I know it's a betrayal, but...
I still don't trust this guy.
Shut up! Okay, so one vote for the Monkey Island theme by Michael Land, bless you, and one vote for the main theme from GK3.
And bless
David
you
David Henry and Robert Holmes.
And bless you too, good sirs.
So, Danton.
Well, Gabriel Knight 3's music is good.
But
the thing is, when I was listening to it, it just came across like an infomercial. Like I'm expecting basically like a spa to be sold to me, at an exotic location, basically like a holiday resort. Like, come to the Bahamas and we will treat you like a king in this paradise.
And you get to personally experience the guillotine.
It takes place in France, so yes.
Yeah. Curse of Monkey Island, it has this sort of... the music of it is just generally sounds, of course, very Caribbean and piratey sounding, and it's ever since basically the first one, it's always feels like basically you're about to go on an adventure. no matter which version it is, but this is probably the best it's ever been. So Curse of Monkey
Yes.
Island has my vote.
Honestly, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise needed music composed by Michael Land instead of whomever made it.
So what we're saying is Jack Sparrow is actually drunk Guybrush.
I mean, the way I see it, Jack Sparrow is basically Guybrush from Monkey Island 2.
I'd love to see
that-
him insult sword fight.
I would actually. I wish that now that that was an actual thing, a point-and-click adventure game with Jack Sparrow.
You know what? No, because we would have to suffer through Johnny Depp existing.
No, we had to suffer through, a voice alike who is not voiced by Johnny Depp.
You mean like in Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, pretty much like in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay, well, so the Nostalgia Boys have spoken. Matti, what do you think?
Yeah, so hold on, let me listen this a bit more. Yeah, that is indeed a nice melody. Maybe a bit repetitive in some areas, but I can convey the feeling of this was back in adventure. And
I think we had the ukulele and bongos in that track.
Those Jamaican-like drums, I believe.
It doesn't get more tropical and or exotic trademark than that.
yeah, and this it has a also nice melody during its middle and ending, but I kind of same problems with the beginning portion as Danton, though to me it reminded that I was going to listen to a sports event report.
Are you freaking kidding me with these analogies?
Yeah, it sounds exactly like the Finnish program Urheiluruutu, which is basically the sports section of it. Or some of its 90s and 2000s tracks had a similar vibe to it.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. And now,
know-
now I am picturing this track while I'm playing Uma Musume.
You know, he's out of line, but he is correct.
Oh god.
No. I don't think I've ever disagreed with anything more in my life.
So,
It is funny, though.
so you disagree with that more than Matti saying that the music from Fuga sounds like it's from Kingdom Hearts?
When did he ever say that?
Oh,
I think that was during my first list.
Yeah, I'm
In
just
Be
surprised
Confidently
that
Wrong.
you people remember details from these previous
Well,
competitions.
I didn't remember that, but now that I know that you said that, that list is getting bigger, Marty.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, my vote goes to the Curse of Monkey Island.
Okay, well, Monkey Island wins, obviously, but Icipal, what do you think?
My vote also goes to Curse of Monkey Island.
Oh,
because,
wow, I am the only one who voted for Gabriel Knight 3. Incredible.
Yeah, because let's be real here, the main theme of Monkey Island is very, very good, and this is especially the version from my favorite Monkey Island game. Just has the most of that Caribbean feeling it gives you.
The Calypso Man in the background. So, I will say this. I knew that by including the theme from Curse of Monkey Island, it was going to go far. I would have been surprised if it didn't.
I will say, just to add to Icy Pal, that Monkey Island 2 is mine and Danton's personal favorite Monkey Island game of the series.
Okay, I think the best Monkey Island game is somewhere in between the first one and the second one, excluding the ending, which I still don't like to this very day.
Yeah, the ending.
We don't need to get into that. We absolutely do not need to address it. We can just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Even I'm aware of the ending.
That ending can work. I've seen it work. It doesn't work there specifically,
Okay.
in my opinion. But please, let's move on to the next matchup, which is well, it's okay. So we had the clash of classic point-and-click adventure games from the late 90s, and now it's the clash of indie games from the mid-2000s.
Oh, nice, I guess.
What an incredible coincidence. What an incredible turn of events. So, on one side, we have the legendary, inspiring, and influential Off, specifically the battle theme Pepper Steak, and on the other hand, the exceedingly obscure RPG Maker style horror game Dreaming Mary.
Yeah, I've played both.
You know what, Matti? I'm glad you were not in the last game show we played, because Dreaming Mary was featured there in Tier 3. And you said you played it, so you would have immediately recognized the music. So let's listen to Pepper Steak first. So I am asking you to be a bit open-minded with this track, because it is not a conventionally attractive piece of music, and very much by design. It is cacophonous, it plays itself wrong, the instruments seem to have been smashed down an elevator, like in that cartoon with Mickey Mouse and Goofy, where Goofy accidentally crashes the instruments down the elevator. It feels like the music is coming by those squished out instruments, and it's very much by design. It creates this feeling of unease and weirdness and dissonance that's very much in tune with Off, the game. Something is feeling a bit off, you might say. And the music really conveys that. I think it's interesting and special, and it might be a bit of an acquired taste. You know what's not an acquired taste, though? Nightmarish. Play it.
高い日の影の外じと眠らせそうみたい真っ暗な空間はなんかちょっと優しくなったのように静かに溺れる歌かたげる舞う君寂しくなってるあそがみつによつみにあすぐ遠くにとらわれた私は沼にている告白な幻は私になんか甘いすぎそうだね
Okay, pause.
Yeah, I would have
Sad.
recognized that.
Sad, melancholy, depressing, perhaps a bit hopeful. This is nightmarish. Would you mind reading the names in the credits, Matti?
There's Trash and Usachi.
Usachi being the vocals, specifically. So, Dreaming Mary, you played this game, right, Matti?
Yeah, it was alright.
Okay, wow, what an enthusiastic endorsement.
Yeah, I wasn't that enthusiastic about it.
Okay, well, it's been a while, I would imagine, so
Yeah, it's been a while.
it might be worth a bit of a reevaluation. So, it's time to vote, I suppose, unless you want to listen to more of Pepper Steak. I would. It's not bad. In fact, it's quite good if you are able to engage with it at its own terms. Devar, what do you think?
Oh, tough choice, if you ask me.
Oh, I'm glad it is a tough choice after all.
Because I do like both of these pieces of tracks for their own reasons. Because I like the fact Off goes for this. Let's see, this mishmash of
this purposeful cacophony. Cacophonous, and yet there is an obvious structure in the chaos.
But it also takes a lot of inspiration from swing music and also the 1920s, 1930s animated shorts from the sounds of the composition. That's what.
Oh, you're thinking about the jazz stylings of the likes of Cab Calloway.
Yeah.
The initial analogy I brought forth, I think, still describes this quite aptly. It's like a classic jam session, but the instruments are all damaged.
I would like to think of this piece of music, honestly, as something that feels like something that's out of its time period, that's trying to reach out and call back to the present, but is unable to, and it comes off as like just unable to recapture what made it so special back then.
Devar, I could kiss you in the mouth. That's so romantic.
Meanwhile, Dreaming Mary is, I hate to say it, but it's a very beautiful piece of music, but it's also, it doesn't really grab me as much as I want it to. You know. And so even though I really like the feel of that one and the singer...
I think I know the kind of mood that this is conveying to me.
Yeah.
Angel Beat. It's actually a story of two songs here. When it comes to Nightmarish, because there is the softer part of it, which is the dreaming part of it, if you will. And then the same singer changes completely her voice. It's a bit deeper, but also a bit more powerful. And now she's singing from the soul, passionately, as if to grab whatever hope is left by the heart. And it becomes a story of two different moods being conveyed with one song. And I think that works for it very well.
That's probably what I'm thinking. Like the childlike innocence that is being conveyed in the in hope sort of thing, while the other is in despair, but still holding on to that hope that they used to have.
Child Mary versus adult Mary after processing the trauma.
So but despite that, I think my vote's actually going to go to Off for its very unique personality in the music.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to vote for Dreaming Mary's Nightmarish myself for the reasons I've already explained. I think it's neat.
Yes, it is. It is neat and a beautiful piece.
Yes. Dream Mary, yes, it sounds very pretty and nice and everything. Off is a piece of music that it sounds, you have to be probably playing the game to get it, sort of thing, that they need the visuals along with the music to.
I don't think so, because I have never played Off. I know this is the battle music.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
I've
saying that
listened-
it would heighten it basically more, sort of thing. You know, if you had the visuals along with the music, is what I'm saying. You get,
That's fair.
but I'm not going to vote off. I'm going to actually vote for it because I quite like it.
Oh, hold on, you're not going to vote off. You're going to vote off.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
going
no.
to. Yes, I'm going to vote off.
So, so you're voting for off, are you, Danton?
Yes, off is
Are you
on.
are you off your mind?
No, I'm not off my rocker yet.
Okay, so 2 votes for off, 1 for Dreaming Mary. Matti,
Let me listen.
Sweet nightmare, Madhog.
Yeah. Off is a pretty good track in its chaos, though it does do a bit of repeating, and it I think Dantan said that it does need a visual. It kind of relies more on needing a visual to accompany it to really convey it, because these monsters that are in the game are pretty gnarly looking in there.
grotesque, yes.
Yeah. Dreaming Mary does have nice melodies and, as said, melancholy, moody, and has a nice selection of different kind of parts. So, yeah, I guess my vote goes to the Nightmares.
Okay, so 2 votes for Nightmarish, 2 votes for Pepper Steak. Icy Pal, guess what? You are the icebreaker? No, the tiebreaker, sorry. You're the tiebreaker. Come on, tiebreak.
I wish I was an icebreaker. At least then would be this oppressive heat I'd have to deal with.
Oppressive heat in Finland? We are all going to die.
Yes. But can you give me like 10 seconds more of pepper steak?
Sure. Matti?
Yes, thank you. Okay, these both of these tracks give me a very different vibes, because pepper steak it makes me feel like I'm at some kind of country fair or a carnival from somewhere in the 17 or 1800s. Whereas Nightmare is yes,
What's up with you and weird analogies tonight?
and Nightmare sounds to me like it's in theme music for a children's cartoon from the 80s, something like Tao Tao.
Really? This melancholy, not at all enthusiastic or energetic song?
Have you ever listened to the theme of Tao Tao?
I don't even know what Tao Tao is, so I cannot really answer
You know
to
Tao
that.
Tao, the little panda bear?
No? Why would I know about
And
Tao
you
Tao?
are considered the cartoon connoisseur.
What's your vote, Icy Pal? Let's get back on track.
I will in the end give my vote to Nightmarish.
Okay, so it's 3 votes for Nightmarish, 2 votes for Pepper Steak. Nightmarish advances. Thank you. Tao Tao the panda. Okay, here we are. Here we are indeed.
Yep, here we are.
So, Good Egg Galaxy is my personal favorite track from Super Mario Galaxy. It sounds a bit similar to the other track from Super Mario Galaxy that everybody knows. They sound very similar to each other, but personally I like this one more because it is the track from the very, very, very first world in Super Mario Galaxy, and as such, it has stayed with me the longest. So let's listen to it. I think I could be wrong in this, and if I'm wrong, somebody will correct me inevitably. But I think Super Mario Galaxy was the first Nintendo game to use a live orchestra to record the soundtracks, which would become a staple later down the line in at least Mario games. And the result of that, well, you can hear them with your own ears. The soundtrack from Super Mario Galaxy is fondly remembered for a reason. It is a full orchestral spectacle. Every piece of it. And this is how the game chooses to welcome us into the world of Mario Galaxy, with its first world, Good Egg Galaxy, this nice crescendo into an explosion. There is a flute that accompanies it, and then all the instruments explode in fireworks in that part, in the second half. It's not a very long track. It's less than 2 minutes long, but it says all that it needs to say about itself, I would say. But now we have Awakening the Chaos from Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger. Let's go, baby! Now, let's see here. Woman Square, check.
Yep.
Excellent guitar riff, check. Symphonic metal, double check. It is perhaps a bit of a slow burn, but once it gets there, it's epic, as it were. Awakening the chaos indeed. And I guess it makes sense, because the chaos is a bit slow in waking up, but the more it steers up, the more it yawns, the more it's awakening, the more it becomes chaos. And eventually the chaos is fully awakened, and we're all going to die. In the best possible way. So here we are. Awakening the Chaos, the final boss track. In case you couldn't tell, it's a final boss track.
Yeah.
All right, so we are here to vote. I am going to say, guys, I'm immediately going to say I'm voting for Awakening the Chaos. Shocker, I know.
Yeah, it is a shocker.
That's my vote. And so, Davar, what do you think?
Let's see. So, Super Mario Galaxy, really lovely piece to open up with for the first actual level that you platform through with. And yeah, full orchestral track which is the first time for the Mario series, I believe, at that point in time.
I'm pretty sure they used the MIDI music all throughout the GameCube generation.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's a very memorable track. Meanwhile, BlazBlue's Calamity triggers Awakening the Chaos, though.
Awakening the Chaos!
It actually reminds me a lot of the of a thing that most bands were doing at the time in the 2000s, where basically the intros were really long, complex, or they were, doing a slow build up before they get to the actual, main event, so to speak.
Not every song can be Let the Body Set the Floor.
Well, no. And since BlazBlue is meant to be a spiritual successor to Guilty Gear, which was a homage to their love for all that is rock and heavy metal.
To the point that it's gotten them into trouble.
Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me they decide to keep this aspect in BlazBlue with this particular boss theme. I do love it, though. It's one of my favorite tracks next to the Librarium's theme that you have play whenever you have Noel and Jin fight each other, and it only plays for those two.
I have to look that up now.
This is a very beautiful piece. I would actually go with Awakening the Chaos myself, honestly. It's the track that I feel the most emotion for at this moment in time.
Fair. And now, Danton.
So I'm going to say something very controversial.
Yet brave.
Yes, brave. Awaken the Chaos is probably not the strongest boss theme in the series, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's fine for what it is, and I do like it, but it's just not the best for me. Super Mario Galaxy theme, it's a very lovely piece of music. As you say, it's very iconic for a reason. It is probably a step up from the usual music Nintendo were doing before then. My vote is Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay. Matti?
Yeah, let me first remind me a bit about Yes, indeed, a very striking melody, very epic and adventurous and whatnot, conveying the mood of a grand adventure. And then there is
That whatnot is doing a lot of lifting.
yeah,
You could say it's out of this world.
Eh.
yeah. So there is the Awakening Chaos. I mean, when it gets going, it does have this nice rock orchestra things that can fit in the mood and get bumping up. But this Chaos sure takes its sweet time to awake. Because
The alarm clock didn't ring.
yeah,
They keep putting the snooze button on.
yeah, I don't mind long intros, but perhaps this is a tad too long, and the transition to the melody part itself is not very smooth either. It's like, oh wait, the track started. Okay, all right.
I think it fits the mood for a fighting game when you are still 1 second and the next second you've already set up a 25 hit combo, I
Yeah.
guess.
But yeah, I guess my vote goes for the Super Mario Galaxy. It gets to the point faster.
Okay, so this is a bit more competitive than I thought initially. Icy Pal, it's down to you.
This is kind of a hard choice because here we have the very whimsical adventures and happy "Come along, let's go" from Good Egg
Come
Galaxy.
along with me.
And then we
Continue.
have this very more, darker, very
Edgier.
rocky.
It needs to be sang by the lead from Deep Purple.
And in the end, I will have to give my vote to, after very hard fight, to Good Egg Galaxy.
Good Egg Galaxy wins? Wow!
Wow.
Once again, Awakening the Chaos is the track I was expecting to get far in this tournament, and it's actually out at round 1. Amazing.
I'm so saddened by this.
We do this to you, Madhog, basically every
I
tournament.
know, but I keep thinking to myself, surely this is the track that has something that everybody likes in this chat. And then Super Mario Galaxy just jumps in, woohoo, woohoo,
And stomps on it.
and stomps on it. Wah! Actually, I think this is the first time that a Mario track wins out in the first round, because Gusty Wind something or the other one didn't get past round 1. So this is fun, I suppose. Right,
Yeah.
Matti, if you please. Okay, so in fairness, I think there is a clear winner and a clear loser, but indulge me. The main theme from Slaughterhorse. Matti, skip to 1 minute and 40 seconds.
1 minute 40.
Okay, Once upon a time, there was a My Little Pony fan game inspired by social deduction board games such as Mafia and Werewolf, which was titled Pinkamena. That was later rebranded as a quote-unquote original game titled Slaughter Horse, but it's the same game. It had even a sequel. I have been obsessed, one way or another, I have been obsessed with this track ever since I heard it the first time. I like a piece of music that's committed to the beat. In this case, the beat is being spooky with its choices of instruments. You have the old-timey organ that is accompanying the entire production, or I should say a reasonable emulation of an organ, which gives you this mood of a old-fashioned mystery pulp show. And then there is the sound of a ghost haunting. And right at the end, there is that incomprehensible garble sampled from somewhere, indubitably, that serves as a nice cherry on top of this cake of spookiness. It takes a while for it to actually get going, and for once I will agree preemptively with Icipal and or Matti in that the build to this is a bit too long. But once again, the core of this track, in my opinion, is quite memorable. It is quite good, especially for a composition for a My Little Pony fan game. It goes hard, is what I'm trying to convey. Speaking of going hard, but in a different tone entirely, let's listen to Psyche Taxi! Can you actually skip more towards the end? There, yes.
Pass to the center. Pass to the center. Pass to the center. Pass to
Okay,
the
that's
center.
it. That's what I wanted you to hear. Pass through the center. I might be cheating here because I have two tracks here from Masafumi Takada, and both from the Danganronpa series, so this might count as cheating, but I don't care, it's my tournament. There is a lot going on here. There is a lot going on in this track. Lots of eclectic sounds, lots of directions. It's throwing everything at the wall, splattering it, and then crashing through said wall with a psyche taxi, if you will. And it's fun. I think if there is a track that can be qualified as being fun, This is it. This is the embodiment of fun in music format. What are we thinking about this, chat? What do you think, fam? Let's start with you, Icipal.
Well, this is honestly, I'm not really impressed by either of these tracks because
Oh, okay, hold on. It's one of those moments. It's the Icipal is not impressed by both. It happens every tournament.
because while the Slaughterhorse, the first half is sounds like an extremely generic horror track you could hear in any kind of horror game or movie. It only gets better during the second half when it gains some originality. And Danganronpa 3, honestly,
Believe it or not, the distinction is actually important.
Danganronpa V3, Psyche Taxi!
Psyche Taxi! Yes.
It honestly felt like I was listening to a track from a rhythm game.
I mean, it's a track that plays during a mini game where you drive a taxi, a Psyche Taxi.
I felt like I was supposed to be hitting differently colored buttons in order, according to prompts on the screen, to have a character dance, probably like I was playing Parapate Rapper.
Well, close. You're hitting pedestrians as you drive a taxi. Does that count?
So I was playing a rhythm game version of Carmageddon.
No, you're playing a crazy taxi. Didn't you get the joke?
Yes, I did. But when I think of a game where you use a car to drive over pedestrians and such, first thing that comes to mind is Carmageddon.
Well,
Naturally.
okay, so visually speaking, it's like you're hitting pedestrians, but technically you are taking them aboard the Psyche Taxi so that you can drive them to their destination, which is an intuition. No.
Yes, but but honestly, when it comes to Danganronpa, I like the track we had from the second one much more. But now that I have to choose between these two, I will have to give my vote to Psyche Taxi.
Psyche Taxi! Okay. Okay, Danton.
So I'm going to agree with Icipal. Neither of these tracks are all that grabbing or good for me.
Oh my god, it's the Danton agrees with Icipal.
So Slaughterhorse, it goes for this dark, sort of slow, haunting sort of melody for obvious reasons, because kind of a horror game, I guess.
Yes.
With Danganronpa V3, it just sounded like to me like the character select screen from a fighting game like bloody
Marvel vs. Capcom?
Marvel vs. Capcom, that's it. That's what I was thinking. You're like, I'm going to take you for a ride. But instead it's like,
this is the
pass
least
to the center, pass
this
to
is the least egregious analogy I've heard tonight, so good job.
Yeah. But since I'm forced to choose between the two of them, Psyche Taxi will take my vote.
Like I said, I think this one has an obvious winner. Matti, what do you think?
Hold on, let me listen to this a bit more. Yeah.
Can we hear a bit more of Slaughterhorse? Just from 1 minute and 40 specifically.
Okay.
can stop. I like when it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Slaughter Horse, well, I mean, technically steady job, but bit on the, as people have mentioned, bit on the Gen X side. In its own, it's alright, but it's kind of like we have goblins at home. But
Okay.
Goblins!
When you say goblins, I think of the cocktail game series goblins, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
the
so
least
do I.
the least offensive goblins.
yes, I was referring to the band that is done music for such.
Oh, okay. You were referencing to the band that made music for Dario Argento films. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that,
Yeah,
because we were all
Suspiria and
thinking.
Deep Red.
Because some of us were thinking goblins, and some of us were thinking goblin slayers. Probably.
Beep-baddy-boo, beep-baddy-boo, beep-baddy-boo.
Yeah,
Beep,
that.
boop, beep, betty, boop. Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as for Psych Taxi, well, it kind of reminded me of Sonic CD's soundtrack. It has kind of a
Really?
same vibe as that. I remember for Sonic Generations there was the fight against Metal Sonic, I think it was, and it has a same vibe with that track. So, dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it has lots of energy, and while I don't really care about this track either,
I
but
cannot believe how ambivalent you all are tonight for this particular matchup. So basically, you're voting for Psyche Taxi.
yeah, indeed.
The one I was expecting to win ended up winning. I might as well give my vote to Slaughter Horse then.
I mean,
I mean, it wasn't an easy battle.
you
Not sure if that helps or not.
Yeah.
The bar, do you want to throw your 2 cents into the bowl?
I do. So the one word I can think of that I felt throughout the entire track of Slaughter Horse is unnerving. You know, that moment where you know something's up with somebody, but you can't quite put your finger on it, and you hate it, that you feel uncomfortable. You know, and this track basically, and this track encapsulates that anxiety and fear that you have of somebody that you're not sure why you fear them.
I get the feeling somebody's watching me.
Meanwhile, Psyche Taxi is a lot more jovial, bit more get you in the mood for dancing or to be invested in some sort of silly antics that you're playing in. Kind of like Crazy Taxi, which is probably was the
Inspiration,
intention.
yes.
I'm actually going to go with Slaughter Horse myself.
Devar, I must thank you for being the only one who cares right now.
Well, I can't help but love music, so unless
Yes. Thank you. Somebody gets it here. You free. Go in the corner. Think about what you've done.
well, sometimes music just don't tickle our specific tastes.
yeah, no,
Hey,
I get that.
I am going to make you wear a pointy hat that says "Dunce."
I must decline, good sir. Good day.
I said good day!
Okay, so if I am not getting my math wrong, Psyche Taxi has 3 votes, and it's therefore advancing in the quarterfinals.
Yep, Danganronpa's go through. You could call Masafumi and tell him that he got through.
Hold on, I'm going to call him right now. Beep, boop, boom, boom. Hi, hello. Masafumi-san. Yes, hello. Yes, no, yes, no. Really? Huh. Well, same thing to you, Mac. Wrong number. I'll call you later.
At least I didn't lose to a freaking brony game.
Well, former Brony game. Now it's an original IP.
Yeah.
Regardless, let's move on.
Psyche Taxi.
Psyche Taxi. What's next? Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
Interesting.
Ah.
Huh.
Well, wow, this is the third time we have a track from Corn Kids 64. What is this? The Corn Kids 64 music tournament?
I have don't tell anyone, but I have a strong suspicion that someone who makes this list really likes Corn Kids 64.
I could not even begin to imagine what you're trying to imply here, good sir. Anyway, so this is my third favorite track from Corn Kids 64, A Dream of Peace, which plays in the final level of the game and also the special ultra hard stage. Let's begin with this. So it is a bit obsessive in the way it plays the same 5 notes of the backdrop constantly, never ceasing. But it is in that hypnotic nature that we find the value of this track. There is an atmosphere being evoked here, being summoned into your mind waves. This abstract idea of danger, immediate danger, but also sort of dreamlike, ethereal energy to it. You are about to wake up from the nightmare. Yes, that's the best way in which I can put it. Let's listen to the Mafia Boss Big Showdown from A Hut in Time. This is a good showcase for someone's electric guitar skills, I would say. I like how it's a pretty straightforward guitar riffing for a time, and then it turns into this swashbuckling, piratey, energetic rhythm in the main part. Instead of going for a homogenized style of music, they are prioritizing a music that fits better the individual stages and worlds that it is being composed for. Dead Bird Studio in the second world is a stealthy stage, so there is a stealthy, sneaky track. And the third world is a spooky, Halloween themed space, so it has a more spooky kind of music. It's like I said, it is a very eclectic but still very characteristic soundtrack. But yes, the Mafia boss is the first boss actually in the game.
Yeah, I know that much. But on the other hand, the Dream of Peace is just much calmer and more fittingly backgroundy track to listen to. Though it suffers some from being somewhat repetitive when you listen it for a longer time.
It is.
In the end, my vote goes to Mafia Boss Big Showdown from A Hat in Time.
Fair enough. Matti.
Yeah. Mafia Boss isn't my favorite track from this soundtrack, but
No, objectively the best track was Your Contract Has Expired, but guess what? That was eliminated in round 1 in the previous tournament to the main menu music from Undernotes.
Okay. But yeah, it does have that nice rock strumming and clear notual structure and melody structure and stuff, and gets you going. And yeah, Conky's Dream of Peace, it has the nice loop portions. It really puts you in the rhythm and the feeling of uneasiness and stuff. And though I'm not a big fan of its melody portion, it kind of a bit of an doesn't always like flow smoothly. It's got a tick 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 kind of stops once in a while, and it's not an. Yeah, I like the Dream of Peace as loop portions better than its melody portion. So based on that, Mafia Boss keeps its structure throughout as a more cohesive whole, so it gets my vote.
Okay. Just because I like to back the underdog, I'm going to give my vote to A Dream of Peace by Gamis. Because
you don't have
yes,
to always give pity votes.
it's my vote, I do what I want with it.
Yeah.
Like my body, I do what I want with it. So I'm voting A Dream of Peace, damn it.
Okay. Good to know.
I'll pass the ball to the bar.
A Bowl of Peace?
Yeah. Let's see. So the Core Kids 64 A Dream of Peace is a nice track for what it is. Yeah, definitely continues the dreamlike feel of what it's going for with the vibe.
Put me out of my misery.
Madhog, stop making sounds like that. We have not verified our ages.
Anyway, so
Go on.
as I was about to say, meanwhile, A Hat in Time is just a very serviceable boss theme for the first boss of the game. Essentially, the first true, challenge for some players, I imagine.
It's a bit of a cheap boss in the middle part, I would say.
Yeah. So it's a bit difficult though, but I think I might go with Mafia Boss Big Showdown.
Okay, well, who's left? Danton?
Yes, it's me, Danton, the final one. Let's see. So Corn Kids' track is I suppose it's got a hypnotically haunting vibe to it. A Hat in Time's Mafia Boss Big Showdown theme. It's pretty much a rock track. Very Ailstormy with the sort of swashbuckling.
That's probably the analogy I was searching. Yes.
Yeah, because Ailstorm's a pirate metal band, so.
I'm aware, yes.
I'm gonna have to sadly go with A Hat in Time, Mafia Boss, Big Showdown.
Okay. And yet, your contract has expired, could not get past round 1. Imagine that.
I know, right? So dumb. But this is how it is.
Okay, well, I guess we know who the winner is. I knew it was going to end like this. That's why I gave my vote preemptively to Corn Kid 64.
I mean, it's not a bad track.
I know, but saying that it's the third best track from a game doesn't really sell it.
No.
I know, I understand. Moving on. Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh no.
Right, so let's listen to Fire Island Volcano first. I enjoy the mishmash of different styles and the completely polar opposite instruments that have traditionally nothing to do with each other. It starts off with the didgeridoos and the bongos, and then it switches off to river dance violins going on fire. Fire Island Volcano. I like how energetic it is, and I enjoy the contrast between instruments. I don't think I need to do any sort of introduction for the one we are about to listen to. Now, do I? Right, Crush 40, Sonic Heroes. Did somebody order the cheese? What else is there to say? We love them, unless you're Matti. unless you hate fun. We featured quite a few songs from Crush 40 in our game show.
Yep.
I could have chosen Seven Rings in Hand. I could have chosen Night of the Wind.
No.
I could have, maybe next time I could have chosen. I could have chosen Open Your Heart. We had several choices, but I went with What I'm Made Of instead. Why? I don't know. I just felt like it. So here we are at last. We have to decide a winner. I'm going to start with you, Matti.
Yeah. While I usually do like to eat cheese, when it comes to my music taste, I'm lactose intolerant. But
Yes, we know that. We have established this.
yeah, I just come to realize that I don't like Sonic Heroes' soundtrack, or well, maybe it's because it's mostly butt rock, which is a genre that I'm not that enthusiastic in general. But
You have to be in the right headspace to enjoy it, admittedly.
yeah, this is not the best Sonic song there is, but it does have this nice energy and fighting. And when it comes to the
Simple curiosity, try to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made
I'm
of
going to listen this a
now.
bit more.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, this has some interesting instruments, which is certainly kind of an innovative almost in a sense, but yes, it does suffer a bit from a long intro. Well, it's not that long when compared to some that has been previously, but it has too much of that. But,
I just noticed that you people have absolutely no patience. Do you watch too much TikTok?
there is such a thing as pacing, but
Yes.
yeah, it has some nice going, though it has a bit restless in its stylistic choices once in a while. But yeah, I guess this has good energy to it, so as begrudgingly as I have to say it, I think I go with What I'm Made Of.
That's the biggest surprise of the night so far. I remember how much you disliked Team Chaotix.
Oh yeah.
It made it all the way to the semifinals. Team Chaotix, they're detectives you want on your side.
They
Yeah.
are.
Apparently so. Icipal, what do you think?
Can you give me Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon from the beginning, like 15 seconds?
The beginning, okay. You really like the didgeridoos, I see. I think that's 15 seconds. You really wanted to listen to the didgeridoos that badly, huh?
This is kinda hard. But I will have to give my vote to What I'm Made Of. Let's be real here, with all of our readings of Tales Saga, we are kind of...
Yes.
Well,
Basically the soundtrack of that fanfiction reading.
yes. We are kind of being... We have been kind of indoctrinated by it.
What can I say?
Oh,
But,
Nobody's immune to propaganda.
okay, so I voted it because of Stockholm Syndrome.
I don't think Stockholm syndrome is real after all. I think it's been disproven several times, but that's another conversation. Yes. Okay, so
And
2
while-
votes for What I'm Made Of.
And while the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon is very good, honestly it's held back by that beginning
Why did you want to listen to the didgeridoos if you didn't like them?
because I needed to hear the difference between the beginning part and the later portion.
Association between the didgeridoos and the violins in the style of Irish river dance.
It would be much
It's-
better if the didgeridoo portion was shorter and it got to the point quicker.
I actually, for once, agree with you.
Or alternately, it would have varied the didgeridoo's rhythm more like in Rayman Origins soundtrack.
Right. So, who's left? Who hasn't voted yet?
The
Me
British and
uh,
you.
Danton.
Well, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. It has a very when it gets going, it's very Celtic music sounding. Kind of reminds me of the Fairy Tale soundtrack, which I do really like a lot. Which is an anime. But Sonic Heroes, what I'm made of is just basically hits me in the childhood.
Childhood, we were at college by then.
I was a kid at heart.
You can remember when you're fighting Metal Overlord and you're enjoying this music, and then this music gets abruptly interrupted because you have to do the special attack that kills the music. And my gosh, that's so frustrating.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a detail I didn't like about that game, honestly.
Yeah, it completely ruins that final moment, really.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop the song from being really good, though.
That doesn't stop the song.
No,
Yeah.
you cannot stop the song unless you have to perform the special attack. In that case, the song dies for a moment for some reason.
And also, they're still making bangers like in that Sonic Frontiers, Undefeatable, I think it was called.
Crush 40 did not make Undefeated.
No,
No,
I thought they did.
No, Crush
No.
40's not done Sonic game music since the Wii ever.
The band who did Undefeatable is called One OK Rock, which I
right.
know. The only reason I know them because one song of theirs was used for the opening introductory sequence for the Black Rock shooter video game on the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
That's one piece of obscure, useless video game trivia I know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, my vote is for what I'm made of.
Fair enough. Devar, as if I have to ask.
Okay, so first thing I'll say is yes, Sonic Heroes does have rock mostly, but one specific track basically doesn't go for rock. It goes more techno sort of thing with Final Fortress. So I showed that off on the show before. But anyway, that's aside. I wanted to say at least. First things first. The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon piece of music. It's fine for what it is, but it's not really anything that grabs my attention all that much. In comparison to what I'm made of, which is like a banger, it basically grabs me by the balls and says, "What are you made of?"
Yeah, balls, apparently.
Yeah, so my vote definitely goes to what I'm made of. You know, it's Crush 40.
So I've been accused of backing up the underdog for the sake of it. But no, this time around I'm voting for the obvious winner. I am joining the winning side. I'm voting for what I'm made of as well. So it's unanimous then.
Yay!
How many matches are left in this bracket,
Okay,
Matti?
there's only one. It seems.
Okay, then I know what's coming up next. Let's go. Well. Well,
You couldn't ask for 2 different games.
2 more different games. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so one of them is the obligatory inclusion because we respect the classics. The other one is the outlier, I would say. Let's listen to Star Fox first. Oh, yes. Okay, you can pause. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. It's Corneria. It's Corneria. What's there to say? It's Corneria. We know it. Right? Yes, we know it.
Yes.
Of course, everyone knows it.
Yes.
Yes. But you might not know about Hope from Umineko no Naku Koro ni. Let's listen to it. The seagulls cry at the end.
Because of course it do.
Because of course it do. So,
Yeah, I did
I must...
check that the title of this game is translated to When the Seagulls Cry.
It
Yep.
does. It
Yep.
does. So here's the thing. I've had a bucket list for as long as I can remember, and playing Umineko was on it. And I have recently finished Umineko. Do you know how long it took me?
50 hours?
112 hours.
212.
Series is basically divided in two halves. One is the question arcs, and the second half is the answers arcs. So it's two games, and each is divided into 4 episodes, so 8 episodes in total, plus all the in-betweens and the epilogues. And the first half took me approximately 60 hours. The second half took me approximately also 60 hours. So, yes, 120 hours, more or less, of reading. I don't have the time to get into it right now, but I've been writing a gigantic thread of my personal analysis of Umineko on Blue Sky. You can read it. The soundtrack in this game is spectacular, and this is one of the tracks that plays out the most. And the first time I heard it, I thought to myself, can I weaponize this, specifically against the bar? Something about this sad emotional piano that grows in power the more it is playing. So it seems sad, but then it becomes hopeful. And in fact, the title of the track is Hope. I like it quite a bit. I wish there was a better quality version of it, but this was ripped from the game's soundtrack, and the soundtrack is not sold anywhere, sadly.
Shame.
Regardless, it's time to vote. I'm voting for Hope. That's my vote. I just gave it. And now the responsibility and the burden is off to you guys, the VAR.
Yeah, so Star Fox Con Area's theme is very iconic for a reason. It's everywhere. And everyone who's a Star Fox fan references it, and it's in most of the Smash Bros. Titles.
It's the equivalent of Green Hill Zone for Sonic or Level 1-1 for Super Mario Bros. It's iconic for a reason.
Yeah, but I cannot resist a really beautiful piano piece.
I knew
So,
it!
oh yeah, Umineko it is.
I knew it! Okay, so Icipal, what do you think?
Yeah. Like Devar said, Corneria is very iconic, very known, very good track. Pulls you into this actiony, challenging adventure that awaits you, battling in space and across the skies.
You're using meta knowledge. This isn't D&D.
You heard that, Dantan? This isn't D&D.
Oh my god.
You heard that, Matti? This okay. Don't
And,
worry about it.
And Hope is it's very beautiful. This very gives the idea of melancholic hope, at least to me. This very beautiful piece to listen to.
It's capturing a very specific kind of hope, a yearning of some sort, if you will.
And that is the one I will give my vote to Hope.
So 3 votes for Hope! Yay! Yay, it wins! Oh, this is good. Yes, thank you. Danta?
3 hopes.
So, Star Fox Con Area, I like it. It's basically a good first track of get you in the mood for shooting down enemy ships and other sort of projectiles and targets and doing loops and barrel rolls and whatnot.
This isn't D&D, you know.
Shush. But anyway, Umineko, Hope, this track in particular, it's a very quiet and it like builds up very quietly and it makes you feel basically like everything you've gone through is not been in vain, sort of thing, in some way or fashion, because it's like still there despite everything that's happened. So my vote is for Umineko Hope.
I love that none of you has read Umineko, right? So
No.
you have no context for when this track is being used, but you are able to deduce correctly what is the feeling and what is the emotion and what is the presumed context that this music wants to instill into you. And that is a testament to how good it is. Everyone's opinion so far for Corneria has been, it's good, but... ... Matti.
Okay, I need to listen this more. Yeah, it is tough because Corneria certainly has a more easier to remember melody. And I was kind of wondering if I'm going to forget Hope's melody structure soon, but yeah, you guys are kind of talking me into it.
It has already 4 votes, so you might as well just vote for Star Fox if you want to support the underdog.
But I want to support the one that has the better melody, in my opinion, or a better song.
Am I right to assume that you're also voting for Hope?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, it's unanimous. This is that's a strong contender.
We sold Hope.
Okay, then quarterfinals.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
I know what I'm picking already.
So we can go a bit faster here. Let's listen to Nightmarish first. 'Kay. And let's listen to the Monkey Island theme. Okay, pause. Icy Pal.
It has to go to Monkey Island.
Okay, Danton.
That's Monkey Island. There's no competition here.
Of course, Matti.
Nightmares.
Okay. Devar, do I even need to ask you?
Not hard for me, it's Curse of Monkey Island.
I'm going to give my vote to Nightmarish so that it can exit with grace. Curse of Monkey Island advances to the semi-finals, as if there were any doubts. Okay! Psyche Taxi, if you please. ahead to the last minute.
Pass to the center. Pass to the center.
Okay. I just wanted to hear pass through the center. I like how there seem to be laser beams right at the beginning going pew, 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 pew. Very fun indeed. Solotorobo, if you please.
さよなら、
うつむく日々が儚くて強がる声が震えてる差し伸べた手に触れることを恐れ背けた顔揺れる涙風が渡るこの空は君を包むよいつの日も
Okay.
聞こえてくる風
So if I know my audience, I think I also know which one of these is going to win. But let's hear it from you, Davar.
No contest, it's solo to rowboat for me. Yeah.
Yes, why am I even bothering to ask you? I already knew. Matti.
And then to Coda.
And then Takoda, 2 votes for that. Icy Pal.
Solatorobo and then to Coda. No
Wow,
competition.
Danton.
From the first note to the very last, Solitarobo, and then Takeda.
I am remembering now all of your lukewarm reactions to Psyche Taxi from the previous round. But
Exactly.
fair enough. I am going to vote Psyche Taxi. Not because I think it's better, but because I feel sorry for it. Oh no, I'm going to have to tell Masafumi-san, don't I? Okay, fine. Beep boop, beep boop, bop, beep boop, boom. Click. Oh, hi, it's me, Masafumi-san. Yeah, how are you? Yes. Now, please, don't be mad. Don't be mad, please. Calm down. I know. Oh no, guys, he's crying. No, it's fine. Listen. It had a good run. It made it. It made it to the quarterfinals. You see, it's not. It went past round 1. It's fine. It's still crying. Okay. Listen. Actually, I have been called right now. I think my mom had. I think I had to take my mom to the train to Mars. I have to go by.
You know
This
what?
is going to be.
It wasn't my best songs fair.
I am putting this bit to bed finally.
Yeah. Also, that I think that didn't the last Danganronpa theme get taken out by Solitarobo as well? Am I thinking wrong?
I think you are right. This is the
Indeed it did.
Danganronpa killer. Incredible. The Danganronpa killer. Stupendous. Right, so and then Takoda advances to the semifinals. Interesting battle here. So what we have here is a full-on orchestra versus a couple of people with a piano and some digital instruments. Who's going to win? Are you opening a cold one?
No. That would be hard.
Okay, pause. Hope. Okay. Actually, jump ahead a little bit to the loudest portion of it. Now? Yes. Okay. Just so that we have the full spectrum of the full volume of it. So it's time to vote. Matti?
Good Galaxy.
Good at Galaxy? Devar?
Less is more, and simplicity stirs my heart more. It's hope.
Icy Pal?
Another toughie this time around as well. But I have to say hope.
Hope. Danton?
You stole my words from my mouth, Devar. I was thinking them before you even said them, but yes, less is more. The hope is my vote, just because it is. It speaks to me more than Good Egg Galaxy does, and the world needs more of it.
I couldn't said it better myself. Hope for everybody. I'm also voting for it.
Right.
Is Hope going to be the dark horse of this entire tournament? I hope so.
We'll have to see.
I sure hope so. It would be refreshing for a track that I am personally pining to win this tournament for a change.
Pining, you say?
Why would you do that? Let's listen. No, I don't get it. Moving on, Sonic Heroes.
I don't care what you're thinking as you turn to me. 'Cause what I have in my two hands is enough to set me free. I can fight the feeling to resist it all the time. But when it's just too much to take, you sneak up from behind. Is it me you say you're looking for? Let me show you who I am and what I'm here for. Here for. Hey! Trying to reach inside of me. Trying to take my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Simple curiosity. Trying to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now.
Okay. No.
There's actually a bit in this I would like to hear, actually. It comes after the chorus a second time, but I'm trying to remember whereabouts it is.
I know exactly of which part you are talking. So, Matti, would you mind skipping ahead? Yes, just about.
Hopefully it's there.
Curiosity. Trying to take a bite of me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. You can take another lifelong try. You can take another try.
This is what we were referring to, right?
Pretty much. And the
Trying to reach inside.
Okay, pause.
Okay, yeah, pause.
I cannot believe we skipped the guitar riff.
That's why I thought we needed to hear it at least once for the full
You
spectrum.
are right. You are completely right, good sir. Mafia Boss Big Showdown, if you please. Okay. Just for completion, would you mind skipping to the second half? A bit more. A bit more. Bit less. A bit less. Yes. We were just about to miss out on another really good portion of a track. Matti.
Mafia Bosses Big Showdown.
Okay, Davar.
And one by one, they all become a number as they fall. I choose Sonic Heroes, What I'm Made Of.
Icy Paul.
Mafia Bosses Big Showdown from A Hat in Time.
Interesting. Danton.
Well, to me, Mafia Boss Big Showdown is the high school band trying to go against the established band, I guess is the best way I can describe it. So What I'm Made Of is my vote.
So 2 votes for Mafia Boss Big Showdown and 2 votes for What I'm Made Of. I have to be the tiebreaker. This has not happened in a while.
Yep.
Good luck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Look, it's first boss versus the final boss.
Oh no.
It's all on you, Madhog. No pressure.
Oh, the agony. Oh, I need help. I need to phone home. Beep boop beep boop beep boop boop. Hello? Hello? Masafumi-san? What? I just called my mother. Why did you answer? Guys, I have a new dad. Okay, but seriously, no offense meant to Masafumi. Son, we love your music. I am legitimately stumped.
Wow.
I guess if you have to put a gun to my head, I guess you will. Mafia Boss Big Showdown is good, but it's not. Your contract has expired. Meanwhile, Crush 40 is Crush 40, so I'll vote for What I'm Made Of. Yes, let's go with that. I am basically tossing a coin in my head, and it lands sideways for some reason.
Hail Saga won't let you go.
Suppose you toss a coin many times, and one day it lands on its edge.
So
Yes.
I shall choose this.
Yes.
Okay, semifinals. Oh.
Oh my!
Oh, and it immediately comes back.
I am glad, actually. I am glad I picked this one as a choice, because now it's interesting.
Oh no!
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, the humanity.
Now, Davar, Danton, welcome to hell.
Don't
Monkey
make
Island,
me do
please.
this.
Don't make me do this. Oh, don't make me do this.
Monkey Island, please. I just realized what the next match is going to look like. I'm not looking forward to that.
Ha ha ha.
Sonic Heroes, if you please. Let's skip ahead a minute. Let's skip ahead about 30 seconds, I guess.
Is it me? You say you're looking for. Let me show you who I am. Here for. Trying to reach inside of me. Trying to take my identity. Let me show you what simple curiosity. Trying to take over the find me. Let me show you just what I'm made Is it basically you say you're looking for? Let me show you who I am. Yes,
Inside of me, take my energy. Let me show you just what made me.
Some of your curiosity, trying to take on right of me.
Let me show you just what I'm made of now.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, we may be cringe-worthy, but we are free. Anyway, I'm voting for Monkey Island.
Oh no. You said that so easily too.
Yes, no, I have decided that from the beginning I'm voting for the Monkey Island theme from Monkey Island 3. That's my vote. Icy Pal?
Never realized the second half of Sonic Heroes What I'm Made Of had backup singers, and I think it kind of brings the whole track down. So Monkey Island.
Okay, well, it's not fair, but okay.
But seriously, I'm going to keep my vote to Monkey Island theme from Curse of Monkey Island.
Danton?
Curse of Monkey Island.
Matti?
Monkey Island theme.
Devar?
Fine, I'll be over here with my Sonic Heroes, what I'm made of.
What a horrible choice to have a curse.
Wow.
Yes. I'm just going to be here, and don't worry what I'm made of. You did so good.
Would you like to listen the epic guitar riff one final time, Devar?
Nah, it's fine. It's just that we need to move on.
we need to move on. That's very brave of you. Okay, let's choose the winner, which is going to the final. Don't. And now this is going to be my own personal hell.
Oh no!
no.
Yep.
This is awful.
This might be even more agonizing than the previous one. Well, it wasn't agonizing for me, but it was for you at least. Devar.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's rip off the band. Hope. You're already writing lyrics in your head, aren't you?
Maybe.
Oh my god. There's only so much I can take. I don't even need to listen to the other one. I don't even need to listen to and then to Coda. I'm already voting for Hope. But let's listen to it anyway.
さよならナル
うつむく日々が儚くて強がる声が震えてる差し伸べた手に触れることを恐れ背けた顔揺れる涙風が渡るこの空は君を包むよいつの日も
Skip ahead to the second half, I would say. Yes. A bit more. A bit more. Yes.
運んでくる風の川切なく淡く揺らいでる怖がらないで漂う夢は光注ぐ緑の歌ほられた涙溢れないよ君を守るよいつまでも風が渡るこの空は君を包むよいつの日も
Viva lasagna. I actually don't know what it's saying there, but nevertheless, here we are. I've already voted for Hope. I am not regretting it. I have not changed my mind. And then Coda is beautiful, a masterpiece, but it doesn't quite hit me in the feels like Hope does. And you haven't even played Umineko, so you don't know how much this is hitting me in the feels for that reason. Okay. Icipal? Go with your heart.
Oh no.
Oh no!
It's being pulled into multiple directions.
Would you like me to come back to you later?
Ask someone else before me, I still need to think.
Danton?
I like them both. But
You can't do this to me.
But without context, Hope speaks to me on a very deep level. So Hope is my vote.
It's the emotional piano, isn't it?
It's very simple, but yet it hits you basically right at the right moment, like it strikes like an assassin in the night.
There is a subtle escalation up until the piano really starts to go off as loud as it can, as if to reach that climax, to that yearning for hope, for a better tomorrow. And at that point, it's akin to being hit by a truck, which is transporting a piano by coincidence. Matti.
My vote goes to and then to Coda.
Okay, fair. Devar? Do you have a vote?
So
You want me to come back to you?
yeah, I need to formulate my words.
Icipal, you're up. You have to decide now.
Then I will have to give my vote to Hope.
3 votes for Hope. So we already have a winner. Devar?
Listen, I just thought about it, and any song that gets me thinking, like, suddenly, like, going freestyle with lyrics. If any song can do, if any piece of music can do that, it gets my vote.
Okay, so Hope for you as well.
Yeah, Hope.
It's incredible that it has trounced and then took Coda so thoroughly. Only Matthew voted for it.
Yeah.
It's a good track, but
It's an extremely good track.
Yeah,
but
it is.
But Hope just has that it factor that I noticed and you noticed as soon as you heard it. And that's why I had to ask Devar to be my brave little soldier.
I suppose it sounds like, climb up a mountain to get to Hope, sort of thing on the other side of that hill.
Are you saying that this is peak, basically?
Yes.
Strike more to me if I knew the context.
Meanwhile, I'm just more imagining the idea of someone staring off into the ocean as if for a yearning.
The context for Hope is not just one. It's actually played quite a lot during that game. It's always during a scene where characters are reflecting about their life and past regrets and hopes for the future. And considering that Umineko is a game in which people are trapped in literal and figurative social constructs, and their fate seems to be set in stone, that makes it especially sad.
Okay,
So Hope advances to the finals, so you know what the finals is going to look like, guys. Oh, baby!
I was hoping this wouldn't be how it ends.
It is how it ends. I think at some point we all knew it was going to end like this.
Do we choose the curse or Hope?
As soon as I gathered what the general reaction was to both Monkey Island and Hope, I felt it in my bones that we were going to get here. There was going to be a chance, since this is all randomized, that these two were going to meet up in the semifinals. Alas, such was not the case. Fate has dictated that we have to decide between Hope and monkeys. You know, the two genders.
Sure.
Monkey Island first, if you
Wait,
please.
shouldn't it be monkeys and the seagulls?
You know what? You know, that's better.
Fire!
Yes, I was thinking that too. So iconic, so perfectly timed. Okay, well, it's only fair that we listen to Hope from start to finish as well. Okay. Get your tissues ready. Here it comes.
As fast as the sea. Reach up to the sky.
It all ends when the seagulls cry. And here we are. It's time to vote, everybody.
A choice between a promise of adventure and swashbuckling hijinks, or hope for a better future.
I have made my decision. My decision is to wait patiently for the seagulls to return after the big storm at Rotkenjima Highland. Hopefully I will be alive by the dawn of the third day. Who knows? We're all pieces on a chessboard at the end of the day. That is to say, I'm voting for hope. That is my vote, yes. Icipal.
Well, I choose the banjo!
It was Curse of Monkey Island.
Curse of Monkey Island theme.
Danton.
Go to someone else, I need to think.
Devar. Go to somewhere else, I need to think. That's what you're going to say, right?
No, after listening to both songs fully, I'm going to say, as I reach out to the sky, to the sun in vain for a hope that's just out of reach, I will vote for hope.
Everybody votes for hope in the end.
Well,
Matti?
Matti.
Monkey
No,
Island
I
theme.
mean, I was going to say in a broad sense.
Ah.
Hey, Danton, guess what? You have to be the tiebreaker.
Yes, there's 2 hopes and 2 monkeys.
What are you? Team Monkey or Team... Wah!
Huh? Okay, I see what
Eagle.
you did there. Yes, okay.
Mine. This is a really hard choice.
Yes, and you have to make it.
Yes. It's all on you now.
Team
I'm
Seagull
going-
and Team Monkey present their arguments.
You know, we could do that. Legitimately, we could do that.
We could.
Do you want us to do that, Danton? Is that what you're asking?
No. I'm not going to ask for monkeys and seagulls to basically squish in my ear. I'm going to basically say that I like them both a lot, but if I had to choose one, it'd have to be Hope.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes! 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 Hope wins!
Winner, winner, seagull dinner.
Oh, we've done it, folks. Yet another tournament is in the books. It's all over. We have a winner, and honestly, I could not be more happier with the winner that we had.
This
For
is
once-
the hardest one to choose.
Yes, surprisingly, it was one of the hardest ones we've had.
Yeah, I would say so too.
And honestly, this track was a bit of an underdog in my eyes, considering what else we had. But as soon as the Awakening of Chaos was out of the board, then everything was going to be up in the air.
Yeah. I guess I look at this too much from a technical standpoint, because I was starting to think that how do I differentiate this song in my brain from other sad piano songs, so it doesn't get amalgamated into them when I try to later recall.
Well, sometimes you have a song or a piece of music that doesn't seem special at its face, but it has that it factor, a certain je ne sais quoi that communicates something deep to your feelings. And at the end of the day, what better way to engage with art than with your open heart and feelings? Right? Feelings come first every time, and then comes the rationale and the analysis. But if it doesn't grab you at first by the heart, if it doesn't grip you the way it does, then you can say all the nice things about it, but it would not win, say, against What I'm Made Of by Crash 40, for example, which is a silly, cheesy song, but it's fun for us. It means something for us because we have a history with it. So, in a way, Hope is simple in its structure, but deep in its emotional well. And that's why we call it emotional piano music. Let's listen to it again.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Just skip to the second half. Okay. And I think this is appropriate because honestly and sincerely engaging with the emotion and humanity behind the art that we read or consume is one of the principal themes of Umineko as a whole. And I think this, by all intents and purposes, is the track that better represents that genuine desire to share a story, an idea, an emotion, a feeling with a prospective listener or reader, which is basically what Umineko amounts to. All of 6 million words of it. I cannot possibly justify its absurd length or girth. Honestly, it didn't need to be that long. But also, the way this story is structured and the way it approaches its own writing and storytelling and even metatextual self-analysis of said storytelling, which is all included in the text, is bewildering and fascinating, and I have never read anything that could even remotely be compared to this. Really, Kodaka has been trying to remake Umineko with Danganronpa all along. It doesn't even come close. For better or for worse. At the end of the day, Higurashi no Nako Koroni, which is the most well-regarded work by Ryukishio 7, will always be the more digestible opus in his catalog, Umineko is an almost impenetrable proposition for any and all readers, especially coming off of Igurashi, which, comparatively speaking, was a lot more straightforward. Which is funny for me to say if you know anything about Igurashi.
Yep.
So, yes, here we are at long last. Hope is still alive and well. Let's keep it that way. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been Madhog the Master.
And,
I've been the Bark Rod.
and hedonistic actor.
I'm Icy Pal.
And I was Danton Stormkeeper.
And I be a mighty pirate, me mateys. See you across the seven seas. If you see us, I'm going to sink a ship and steal your treasure.
You can't even grow a beard.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Good night. Hold on a second, I have a call. Yes, hello? Oh. Oh, and when's the wedding?